There is breaking news this hour on the war in Gaza. Hamas has agreed to release all Israeli hostages, alive and dead, under U.S. President Donald Trump's peace proposal. And it says it agrees to another element of Trump's plan to hand over the Gaza Strip to a Palestinian body of independent technocrats. The group also confirmed it is ready to immediately begin negotiations with mediators to work out details. Hello, I'm Andrew Nichols. This is CBC News Network. Let's get more now from Mark Carcassol. This is information just coming into our newsroom, so our eyes are just freshly reading this. What are we learning?
Yeah, we're still kind of getting this information right here on the air at the same time as our audience, pretty much. What we know so far, and it varies depending on who's reporting it, but it appears as though Hamas is showing an acceptance of some of the terms of the deal presented to them by U.S. President Donald Trump. The Associated Press is reporting, for instance, that it does accept some elements in that proposal, but that others still require further negotiation. We've seen other reporting from outlets like Al Jazeera and Reuters, which says that Hamas has agreed to release all Israeli hostages, alive or dead, under Trump's Gaza proposal. Hamas says it affirms its readiness to immediately engage in negotiations through mediators to discuss details of the matter. That perhaps is what we're hearing about, how there are some aspects of it that still need some negotiation. That Hamas reiterates its agreement to hand over the administration of the Gaza Strip to a Palestinian body of independent technocrats. And Hamas says it appreciates Arab, Islamic, and international efforts, as well as the efforts of U.S. President Donald Trump. Now, speaking of U.S. President Donald Trump, this comes after, of course, he put out a pretty fiery post on his Truth Social platform earlier today, where he essentially threatened Hamas into making some sort of decision here, providing some sort of action. The post reads, "Release the hostages, all of them, including the bodies of those that are dead now. An agreement must be reached with Hamas by Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Washington, D.C. time." So clearly Hamas heard that. And is responding well ahead of that deadline. It's a long post where he talks about Hamas being a ruthless and violent threat for many years in the Middle East. So this could be seen as positive news, but again, Andrew, this information all still coming in. It doesn't seem to be a 100% acceptance of the terms, but an acceptance nonetheless, with Hamas asking for more time to negotiate some of those finer points.
And Mark, it should be pointed out that that demand is key. That demand has been a demand by Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister. It has been a demand also, as you mentioned, by Donald Trump. Benjamin Netanyahu says destroying Hamas entirely is also part of this. But this could be, we should say, a key milestone moment, but it's all very unpredictable.
Yes, and also important in that is, there was a lot of speculation and a lot of wonder whether Hamas would actually give up control in Gaza under this deal. And we have it in their words translated from a statement that they posted on Telegram. The movement also renews its agreement to hand over the administration of the Gaza Strip to a Palestinian body of independence technocrats based on Palestinian national consensus and with Arab and Islamic support. So we've heard it directly from them that they seem anyway to be willing to hand over control. Let's keep in mind that they have been absolutely bombarded for the last 2 years, pretty much. We are 4 days away from the second anniversary of the October 7th attack in Israel, which started all of this. So this is what we know so far. I guess we'll get more clarity in the days to come. Again, that deadline set by President Trump was Sunday, 6 p.m. D.C. time. So I assume that is the deadline for the actual deal to be done and completed.
All right, much more on this. And thank you, Mark. The CBC's Mark Carcassol.